everybody, it's Gabby, and it's time to talk about the Spookathon that I participated in last week. I know it's Thursday and I'm kind of behind on things, but I don't even have an excuse this time. Like, there's no excuse. Basically, Spookathon ran from the 17th to the 23rd, and I didn't start my Spookathon books until that Thursday, I think. Just because I was slacking, as always, you know the drill. But I did finish 3 books, which, well, okay, technically I only finished 2, and then 1 comic. But I'm counting the comic as a book, right? So the first one I actually did finish was The Walking Dead Volume 26 by Robert Kirkman, and I finished it because I wanted to make sure that I was finished with it in time for the series premiere on Sunday. And by the way, it followed along with comics pretty well. They definitely had some twists in there, but definitely pleased with the series premiere of The Walking Dead. So if you didn't catch it, or if you aren't sure if you would like The Walking Dead, it basically just follows a group that is trying to survive in a zombie apocalypse. And where we are in the comics is that it's been a few years, and now there's like this intense group called the Whisperers who wear zombie skin as their own skin. Like, they'll put like it over their heads and everything and wear it all over. And Rick's group, which is where we follow along with Rick's group, they have been kind of threatened by the Whisperers to stay past this barrier, or this like wall that they set up with the heads of some of their own people, so they killed them. And now this one is just kind of following up with all of that and what they're gonna do. And then the end happens, and it's just like, holy crap, I can't believe that just happened, because Negan's still there. So Negan's still being his same, you know, D-bag self and all this other fun things. And so at the end, of course, he does his Negan usual, and he kind of betrays 2 people along the way. That's basically all I want to say, because I don't want to like ruin it too much. But this originally was just going to count for my spooky word in the title, which is dead. But I didn't, because I didn't finish as many books as I had anticipated on. It's also going to count for the challenge of a paranormal creature or whatever. I know they're not paranormal, but I'm going with the fact that they're creatures, which are zombies. And if it doesn't count, then I guess I didn't meet that challenge this time. So then the next one that I read was The Silent Wife by A.S.A. Harrison, and this was supposed to be my thriller one, but I don't necessarily agree that this is a thriller, even though everybody, I mean, on the back it even says like better than Gillian Flynn's Gone Girl, must read for anyone who is occasionally ruthless, reckless, or loves clever books with depth and heart. But somebody said it was a thriller, and I was bored. The entire first part of the book is just about Jody finding out that her husband is having an affair, and the way that she finds out is because the woman that Todd, which is Jody's husband, is having an affair with is his best friend Dean's daughter, Natasha. So Natasha tells him that she's pregnant and that he needs to leave his wife Jody, and so he needs to tell her. Well, he refuses to tell her, so then she goes to her dad, Dean, and then Dean goes to Jody and tells her, but then Jody pretends that she doesn't know, and then Todd leaves her, and it's just, I don't know, for like up until the last 20 pages, it was just very dull. It was lackluster, and there wasn't a whole lot going on, and I really didn't like the characters that much. Like, I didn't even like Jody. She was too much of a pushover. Like, lady, your husband cheated on you with somebody, with his best friend's daughter, and you still want things to be normal between you two? Like, no, that's not happening. But then the twist comes, and I guess it's a decent twist, and I guess that's where like the thriller side of things come. But it fell flat for me. I don't even remember what I rated it. I think I rated it higher than I would have if the twist hadn't happened in the end. So if you're looking for a thriller, definitely don't read this one. But if you're looking for something that is about adultery and just it's not the typical adultery, like, I don't even know, like, it fell flat for me, so I wasn't the biggest fan. But again, it's preferences things, I guess. So then the last one that I read was Flame, which is by Amy Kathleen Bryan, and this is part of the Sky Chasers trilogy. This is the conclusion novel to it, and basically it follows the kids of the Empyrean ship, and they have been brought onto the New Horizon, which throughout the series you find out all about those ships, and I don't want to say too much because it is the conclusion one, but the way that this one ends definitely has a happy ending at the end, and it's definitely, I mean, I almost started crying at one point because I thought somebody was dead, and it was just ridiculous how much this one book like sucked me in. It was definitely a quick read, so I would definitely recommend this for anybody. Like the whole series, like I think I read the first one in just a few hours, and I'm a very slow reader half the time, but these books I can like zoom through no problem. But this one counted as my Read on the Cover challenge. So the only ones that I didn't meet were I think it was just the 2016 release, and that was supposed to be Deadly Fate, which I did start reading, and this is by Heather Graham. I did start reading it, but I only got to page 46, and this was by Sunday, so I knew that I wasn't going to hit that standard of it, but I did try, so that counts as something, right? Maybe, I don't know. So anyways, Deadly Fate follows the Crew Hunters, which Crew Hunters are FBI agents, and they are like a paranormal special forces, and so this one follows, I think this is number 17, but this one follows Clara Avery, and she stumbles upon a crime scene that she thinks is real, but it's part of a show called Gotcha, and the whole entire thing was set up. However, the original person that was supposed to meet the whole crew there, she's been found murdered, and then there's another woman who was actually murdered right in that general vicinity, and it takes place in Alaska, so far it's been really good. Typically, the Crew Hunters, there's always like one person who is kind of like on the fence of joining Crew Hunters, and then the other person is like very open about their ability to talk to ghosts. So like throughout it, I think his name is Thor. He worked with the main person of Crew of Hunters, or the crew, and they lost somebody, and they didn't get to it in time, and then it follows like this one is specific to the killer is kind of laying them out as if they are Disney characters. So far I'm really liking it, but I also really do like Heather Graham's writing style, so that's what I'm reading right now. And so technically this is going to be on I keep like swinging my bookmark around, but this will be what I read. This is on my TBR for the rest of October because I still have this week. But look how cool my bookmark is. It says I got 99 problems, but a book ain't one. I love bookmarks, even though I don't have as many as I probably should. I was just using paper for a while, or like receipts of the books that I bought, but that's like besides the point. So this is my Spookathon wrap up, and then coming up, I'm going to be posting another video right after this one, as long as I like saves correctly. I've recorded this haul like 5 times, and each time I've been editing it, my program cancels out and then it deletes the video for some odd reason, so I have to re-record it. So I restarted my computer, so hopefully it doesn't do that again. And yeah, so hopefully tonight I will have a haul video up, and it's quite a lot. I showed you last time no, I didn't show you because that was my previous video that I recorded this already. So let me just, well, no, my desk is a mess, but I have like all these books from a used bookstore. I got a giveaways book that I don't remember signing up for, so that should be exciting. And then I also have, I'm going to kind of quickly show you, I have this, and there's another stack right behind it. This is a total of 27. Well, it's a little bit, this is not part of that. It's a little bit more than 27 books because I just bought 2 new ones yesterday as well. But I also bought more books on Goodreads or Book Outlet. I have a problem. So that's it. Hopefully this wasn't like the longest freaking video ever. And then hopefully I will get that haul video up right after this one. Okay.